Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the November 7th, 2020 edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown. I'm Caleb Black, Luke the Big Dog Williams, our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury, and it's time for fantasy booking. Guys, Survivor Series is right around the corner, which means it's almost Rumble time, which means it's basically Mania season. Survivor Series sets the road, so we are going to fantasy book. What numbers this year? 38?
37.
37. WrestleMania 38. Rules for us specifically, we're going to bill it.
No. Coming up will be 37.
Yeah, didn't we just say? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I messed it up again.
You're fine.
Fantasy booking WrestleMania 37. Basic context of this is that we're going to pick 8 matches. Well, hold on. Do we want to do it? Because it could be 2 nights again. We'll just give them the simple, yeah. 8 matches that we would book if we were fantasy booking WrestleMania from this point on right now.
Is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Luke, what would you put on this year's WrestleMania card?
All right. We're going to go, honestly, I think that the all titles should be represented.
I agree.
Okay.
However, there are more than 8 titles, really, when you think about it.
I'm going to, yeah, I know, but I mean, I think all titles, there should be a title match in all 3 brands, is what I'm saying. I would start the show with...
Careful with your picks, because points may vary here.
Right?
Right.
Johnny Gargano defending the North American Championship.
Oh, you're bringing NXT to the main roster for Mania? Okay.
Oh, it was last year.
Okay.
Charlotte and Rhea was last year for the NXT Women's title.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, Gargano defending against Loomis.
Ooh, okay.
I think that would be a good mix of styles.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that whatsoever.
Then I would go NXT Women's Champion. Say her name because I would say it wrong.
Io Shirai?
Thank you. Against
Exactly what
Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I think
that'd be great.
Tight. Then we're going to go, and of course, these aren't in any order.
Right.
Until I say main event. And we're going to go, that's what, 2?
Yeah.
Third match. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Finn Balor keeps the title.
Finn Balor.
That he remains NXT champion, so I think that Finn Balor and Adam Cole should hook it up at Mania for the NXT championship. Undertaker and The Fiend, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Roman and The Rock.
Ooh, so good.
For sure. We'll go Intercontinental title, Sami Zayn. Buddy Murphy.
Okay.
United States title, Bobby Lashley. And Smooth Operator, Keith Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And in my main event, in an I Quit match, Randy Orton defending the championship against Edge. That's my 8.
I'm curious. Wait, hang on now, because I know how big of an Edge fan you are as well. So who do you put over in that?
You would have to put Edge over.
I think so, too, because of his return. However, with his limited schedule, can you afford to put the belt on him?
And Caleb gets on my good side.
Well, now, let me explain. You have to put Edge over for the championship because he's been out for injury.
Yeah.
If he comes back in an I Quit match setting, which is what they're planning on doing, you can't have him come back and quit. He's got to beat Orton, and then you take Orton and him to SummerSlam throughout the next couple pay-per-views and get the build that we didn't get this year due to the injury.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All ending with Orton getting the belt back from Edge.
At the following.
Okay.
Okay. You've got it. No,
Yeah.
You've got to build it to where Edge comes in and beats him, and then you've got Orton being, well, you cheated and this, that, and the other. You can never beat me straight up again like he did this year, and then they couldn't finish.
Nobody can beat him straight up.
I'm telling you, Edge and Orton, I Quit, main event. WrestleMania.
One-on-one in the ring, that man cannot be beat.
Yep. I like it. So for mine, I'm going to go a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm going to keep, obviously, the 2 main events, Randy Orton versus Edge for the title, for Raw, and then for the world title. No, for the Universal title. I can never remember.
Who?
Randy Orton and Edge.
That's
the Universal title. No, that's the WWE title. Okay. So then, obviously, Roman Reigns and The Rock for the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
Just because...
I think that'd be amazing.
And here's the hard part. Obviously, because it's The Rock, you have to put that on last. You have to. But the emotional appeal you're going to get from the Edge Randy Orton.
But no, you don't put that on last, and I tell you why.
No,
the only reason you don't put that on last is because Roman Reigns has to beat The Rock, and that wouldn't send the crowd home happy.
No.
I don't know, man.
Edge winning the title is the good, feel-good moment of the year for them to go.
I don't know that you want to book The Rock, though. I just don't.
I don't
know. We'll come back to this.
I don't see that happening.
Instead of, don't see what happening.
Roman beating The Rock.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen.
I don't know.
I don't.
It's the only way for him to get the head of the table and to continue the gimmick.
He's not the head of the table, though. Rock
he is if he beats
the table.
He is if he beats
if
The Rock.
The Rock, he's the head of the table.
And he's not. The Rock's not going to let that. He would have to let that happen.
Well, he's not going to
let that happen.
He's going to win.
Oh, no, The Rock's business.
All right.
If it happens, it's because he gives it to
For my third match, instead of having The Fiend wrestle Taker, I would have The Fiend wrestle Finn Balor's Demon. That's a Mania-worthy match for me.
Only reason I didn't go that way is because I don't see Balor coming back.
Well, you're not booking my WrestleMania card, are you?
I thought we were booking with realism.
Buckaroo.
I didn't know we were playing around with things.
It's called fantasy booking.
Maybe in his head.
Fucking guy. For my women's match, this is on the premise that both Charlotte and Becky are back in time for Mania.
That's why I left Becky and Ronda off.
Yeah. I'm thinking that we do, at WrestleMania, the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen. Shayna, the other 2, and Ronda versus Charlotte. I don't remember the other 2's names.
Charlotte, Becky.
Those I remember. Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, and Bayley against Ronda, Shayna, and the other 2.
Jasmine St. Duke and
what are their names?
What is the other one's name? I know Jasmine St. Duke. I can't think of the other one's name.
Yeah. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. For my 5th match, this one's kind of tough. Since we're on SmackDown, we're talking the Intercontinental title. Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins.
See, I almost went Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, but I can't see either one of them going face.
Neither can I. But I think the Strange Bedfellow, the Honor Among Thieves match set up with being in Mania, the 2 of them would put on a hell of a match.
See, that's what I thought with the Buddy Murphy thing. But here's the deal. I mean, you could really pull Sammy completely out of the equation and have it Seth Rollins defending against Buddy Murphy and put Murphy over.
Yeah. Or you could get Daniel Bryan into the mix, too. I mean, there are a lot of options.
Even though Bryan went home.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Bobby Lashley defending the United States title. What match is this for me? 2 main events. Fiend Demon. Women's match. Intercontinental. 6.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley would defend the United States Championship against Keith Lee.
That was a good pick, wasn't it?
Because I feel like 2 big powerhouse. That's the only match on the card missing is the power guys fighting it out.
That's why I put them against each other.
If there's time, I have a question when you're done.
Okay. Oh, we should have time.
Oh, yeah, we'll have plenty of time.
I got 2 more matches. I got to get some tag team matches on here. So
I did not put a tag team title match on mine.
Well, I'm gonna, and I think...
Because I didn't know if I could do Raw and SmackDown, because I think the titles are going to end up being unified before it's over with. So
one would hope. But if I have to make a choice, we're going to go the Street Profits, current Raw Tag Team Champions. Or do I want to deal with the New Day? Got options. I think we're going to go with the New Day. And we're going to have them defend the belts against who's a tag team that I like on NXT that isn't getting enough attention right now.
I'll tell you who I think.
Who?
Breezango got screwed.
Breezango with the New Day would be very entertaining. Yeah, we'll say that. We'll say Breezango and Breezango.
That would be very entertaining.
It'd be entertaining. It'd be athletic. And I got one more match for the NXT UK Championship.
Okay.
Walter defends against. You ready for this?
Yep.
Ready? You ready for the thunder?
Pretty sure.
Against Karrion Kross.
Oh, see, you take my money. Yeah, that's the main event, right?
Versus Walter
Take
for the
money.
NXT UK title.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. Maximilian, you wanted to pose a question to the two of us.
Yeah, because I started thinking, you guys talk about all this, and I started thinking about fantasy matches myself. And I was actually thinking about this earlier. Did Randy Orton and The Rock ever meet up?
Yes.
In a tag match with the Rock and Sock Connection against Evolution at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, I don't remember that.
They've never had a singles match, though.
Okay.
Not that I can remember.
Because I was thinking about it, and there's...
Unless it happened in a dark match when Randy was coming.
Yeah, something to that effect. But yeah, it's never been a televised series or soccer.
That's kind of a fantasy match of mine. I build up Randy Orton and build up in real life. I really am that big of a Randy Orton fan. Yeah. I truly do believe that he is probably the best of all time.
I don't disagree.
One of the few people that I think would really give him a run for his money would realistically would be The Rock.
Yeah. Well, and also you get to do the build. we haven't. We'll get to that later. You also get to build the third generation superstar versus the third generation superstar.
Yeah.
The stories and the histories tell themselves.
Yep.
The build to that alone. If you brought in members of the Orton family and brought in members of the Samoan dynasty, you could really
like I said, his dad's got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, you could tee Orton up for that so well. Just have him punt kicking members of the Samoan dynasty all over the place.
Right.
That's a good build. That's a good build. All right, guys. That is our WrestleMania Fantasy WrestleMania 37 card. Let us know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. Like us on Twitter at at Pro Wrestling TD. That's what I'm trying to say.
Woo! He got out. I knew it.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for Top 5 coming your way right after this.